What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Party Wagon podcast. I'm not doing another take. I'm too tired. We're just going to keep rolling. I don't even know what episode we're on. 32, 31. I don't know.
33. Who knows?
Who knows? We're in the 30s at this point. We've entered the age of our backs going out of the podcast years. So we don't know what we're talking about today. As you can see, I have a new angle. I changed my camera. I don't feel like fucking with it anymore. Steven and I have already screwed with it for the past 10 minutes. And by him and I mean me. And I'm not messing it around with it any further. So this is where we're at. I'm going to keep looking down and looking up and looking at Steven. So Steven's in a new room.
Yes, I am. I have not finished updating it yet. I gotta get some stuff on this wall. Kind of gotta be like Gary over there.
I got a lot of shit on my walls.
Like put up like coloring books, stickers, pictures. So I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah, as you all could tell, I'm tired. I had a long ass day. Brought my dog to go get some shots at a local like a Vetco thing, and I don't know if anybody else does that, but like when your actual vet's booked, you can go to like a Petco or a Tractor Supply like once every 2 weeks, and you can get in line and you can get your shots done and shit, which is pretty cool. So we went and did that for Georgie. Stood in line for 2 hours. Fun part about that is we were standing directly behind my ex-fiance for the entire 2 hours. So that was very, very odd, but her and I are on good terms. It was just funny because April didn't know until after she had left. I was like, just so you know.
There you go. Was she annoyed that you didn't tell her right away?
No. Thankfully, April and I have a great relationship where there's no anything like that with us. I mean, I talk to most of my exes anyway because I'm just nice. I don't hold any animosity, even though like my ex-fiance cheated on me with like 3 different dudes. Okay. Yeah, like it's stupid, but like you grow up. I mean, we were in our fucking late teens, early 20s. Like it was a high school thing into college. You fucking grow up. It's just how it is. People are dumb. People are just banging at that age. Yeah. So we don't.
Rated R episode.
Huh?
Rated R episode. I'm
right.
joking.
Right.
Or PG-13. Whatever.
Turtle boys talk about fucking. So anyway. I'm very tired. We didn't discuss what we had to talk about. This will probably be an episode where I talk a lot, as I usually do, because we missed a week because I was in Canada, and then the prior week I was in New Hampshire. So, I don't know. I did some shit. Talked to some people.
Nice.
I've been busy.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about? What do you want to lead this off with? Holothon predictions for tomorrow, which people will already know by the time this episode goes up.
Yeah, Jay thinks Last Ronin stuff is going to show up, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, it already shipped to, like, Ben Bishop on Tuesday. Ben had told me a couple weeks ago that it was coming in, like, very soon. So, he has it. And, what is this, 8 o'clock on a Thursday? We would know by now.
Right.
We usually know, but we don't know anything. And tomorrow is technically the last day.
Right. Well, tomorrow meaning the 10th. Who's ever watching this tomorrow?
Yeah. We record these on Thursdays. But I'm hoping it is. I mean, openly, I don't have them yet. And my friend has had them for months. And I've been insanely jealous. So that sucks. But, yeah. I want them really bad to round out the crew. I picked up my 6th Raphael last Ronin this week because I'm just fucking itching, man. I need more.
Jeez.
I need more. Who the hell is touching me?
So, what else do we want to talk about? So, I but I was going through the group, and I think, what did they say? The Mirage figures are going to be individually sold now?
The Lawson Turtles.
Yeah, which is why. I don't understand that, unless they're going to be different.
New accessories, probably, man. Maybe we'll get extra head sculpts, extra portraits, extra expressions. Maybe we'll get colored bandanas, like the Target render guy did, and then switched Mikey and Raph, as they do.
So,
I don't know.
So they're doing what they did back in 2008, and so in 10, 20 years from now, they're going to be selling for $400 each.
No, no, they make a lot more now. I don't think so. It'll be cool. I mean, unless they come. I mean, if they're regular figures, which NECA doesn't do that, but if they're like what we already technically have, uh, I mean, they might be a pass for me. Unless they got something really cool with an accessory or different expressions, they might be a
All right.
pass for me.
We said that already about the Pizza Club turtles, and we all bought them.
Oh, I mean, I was with the accessories. I was already getting them with the accessories, but
Right.
I'm an accessories whore. But the alternative color also sold me on it. It's the when you recolor something even slightly. Like I bought Bebop and Rocksteady on Tuesday because of the
Because
recolor.
yeah, I just bought it because I'm afraid the joints are going to break. So,
Oh,
on the
dude, they're
ones I
great.
had.
They're great. I got Bebop sitting over with a crazy ass pose right now, ready for a shot. So, they're great. Just put them in hot water. That's what I did. Standard hot water bullshit. Um, but yeah, tomorrow Donatello and Michelangelo last Ronin. I'm really fucking hoping. I want to round out the crew.
I doubt it. It would just show up in the shipments in Target.
No, it would be a surprise.
I don't think
It'd
so.
be a
Okay,
surprise.
I bet you a friendly bet that it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows what's gonna happen? Um, but outside of that, what else do we got going on here? What do we talk about?
You and I both painted our samurai Mikeys to match
We
the
did.
colors.
We did. Minor right there. Minor below.
Mine are still drying. I did that one. Here's my favorite turtle without the head.
So Steven will be commissioning his wife to do these.
Yes, actually, we probably it will be thinking $100 for all four, and if you want to do the spades head, probably another 50 for all three.
Yeah, leave me the fuck alone. Um, I don't
Yeah.
want to do them, but yeah, they're fun. Raph sitting here. Old Ralphie boy, as everybody likes to say. Ralph IL.
So how'd you figure out to give him that accessory versus a different one?
So with Donatello, I went with the bow
Well,
staff
yeah, that's
style.
an obvious one.
Obviously Leo, we went with the swords. Michelangelo went with the one with the chain, like he did in the European show,
Yeah.
and I just left one extra weapon. And because Raphael is like the brute of the crew, I gave him the club, whatever the hell it's called. So
Yeah, I was thinking of giving him those two accessories. I don't know what they're called.
did this figure set come with the short blades? The short, like the
I-
short katanas? Because if
no.
it did, you can have two of those technically.
So you got four boxes just like me, four sets.
Yep, I got a fifth box sitting in
What
my
you do with
home.
the
You
space
see that right
diamonds?
there? Can you see it on the stream? I don't know. I can't move my fingers right.
No, why'd you get a fifth one?
That's five. It's for my buddy. My buddy. He can only order. You can only order two. So I went and ordered one for him, so he can have
So
three.
I'm gonna do something real quick that I know that Gary's gonna hate, but
He's
hold
gonna
on
get
one
up.
sec.
This motherfucker's gonna get up.
Yeah,
He's gonna show everybody his basketball shorts. Motherfucker doesn't even play basketball. Look at this.
yeah, right. Yes,
Fucking
you do.
poser.
I play
Why
basketball.
don't you put a Thrasher
So-
shirt on while you're at it? Skateboarding poser.
yeah, right. So, can you see?
Yeah.
So then, she painted this. I think I'm not.
The
gonna
goggles
lift
are
it
a pain in the ass.
She yes, that's what she did. She did all of them too.
Mine are still right here. I did not finish my red goggles.
Yeah, she finished her red goggle. I should have brought those, but yeah, I mean, look at she did a phenomenal job on this.
Yeah, those are very easy to paint. The standard head, those are really easy to paint. Not to like take credit from anything. The goggles suck.
Well, okay, hold on, I gotta get up again.
Look at this. The fucking ankle socks. Look at it, son of a bitch.
So yeah, she did the orange,
Yeah.
and then she did the. She did say red was the hardest to paint.
Yeah, I only did the ones that are red. I haven't really cared too much. They look good though. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So
So
before I put them on, I'm gonna matte spray them and call it a day.
yeah, clear coat those bitches. So yeah, hit up Steven's wife.
Well, hit up me and then I'll let her
Only hit up
know.
Steven's wife.
Yes. Um.
Um. Anyway, uh,
Yeah.
spent the weekend, last weekend. Big shout out to my buddy Dave, the TMNT collector, world renowned TMNT collector, because he is the premier TMNT collector. Fuck everybody else.
Okay.
Got married this weekend. Had a TMNT Star Wars themed wedding I went to.
Congrats to him.
It was a lot of fun. Had to go to the old Canada land. Drove out to Canada
How long did it
for
take
the
you?
wedding. 3.5 hours. It's not too far from me.
That's not too bad.
It's like 2.5 hours through New York, hour through Canada. Way nicer than fucking New York.
Well, it's not dirty.
He lives in an old person gated community,
Well, good for him.
which is really weird.
But he's not an old person.
No, he's like the youngest person there. He had the wedding in like the local clubhouse and shit. Funniest part of the whole trip, we were there the night before to set up for the event on Friday night. They had a band playing of all older people with a bunch of older people dancing, and the name of the band were the G Strings. And that was fucking hilarious to me because I don't know if it's just old people thinking they're fucking funny, but none of those motherfuckers better have had G strings on.
I'm thinking maybe there's a G string on the guitar.
No,
No,
absolutely not.
I have no idea. I know nothing.
There's so many
about
other
music.
strings. Why go with the fucking lewd one anyway?
Wait, so there is a G string
Yeah, there is.
on a
There's little-
violin and a guitar.
Yeah,
I'm
but there are
Googling it
also a
now.
lot of other strings on the guitar, like E. There's a low E. There's a high E. There's a D. Like, there's so many other strings on a guitar. You go for the fucking G. Old people are
Better than
fucking
G spot.
creepy.
Okay, they could have called themselves the G spot.
I mean, they
but
probably
didn't.
could have, and they probably thought about it because they're fucking. They think they're so goddamn funny. Anyway,
Okay.
super cool. Great wedding, a lot of fun. He had these really cool centerpieces, and my centerpiece that I picked a week before the wedding was Space Cadet Raph. So fucking hyped. Had my Space Cadet Raph on the table. Get to the reception. I go to sit down on my table. All old people. Stole my goddamn table. So
Oh,
I still got my centerpiece. I made sure I got up
Okay.
and grabbed that shit. But Space Cadet Raph, man, my favorite, one of my favorite toys. Of course, I had to pick that.
Yeah.
So it was super, super fun. The cake was great. It was like Raphael. No, it was R2D2, Raphael, Chewbacca, Leo, or something like that. It was tiered. It was really neat. So super cool. That was a lot of fun. We all wore our sewer stompers. Dave got
I
married.
saw that picture on your
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, Dave got married in the Sensei steers that we have. He special requested them, and of course we had to bring them for him, gifted them to him for the wedding, and he wore those for the actual ceremony. And then in the reception, me, and JG Ward wore sewer stompers, and then I had gifted our buddy Claudio. Claudio works for McFarlane Toys, and he was like saying something, and I was like, "Yo, I got a pair of Mutant Mayhem shoes in my car. They don't fit me, and they're like a 13, but they fit like an 11, which is very odd." And the thing, they mismarked him. So he's like, "What size shoe do you wear?" He goes, "Oh, I wear an 11 or something of the sort." And I go, "Let me go grab them." And he put them on. He goes, "Dude, they're fucking perfect." He wore them for the whole wedding. He was taking photos of like all the shit, and it was like, he goes, "Dude, these are the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn." I thought they were just for show. I'm like, no, like they legitimately kick ass.
Nice.
So he was super hyped on that. Yeah. That was great. So the wedding was just wonderful. It's a beautiful area. Went to Tim Hortons a lot because Canada. They genuinely all say a lot. They're like, "Yeah, what do you think of the wedding, eh?" And it's like everybody, super fucking Canadian, get back from the wedding. Everybody's watching the fucking Maple Leafs and Bruins hockey game. Like after the wedding, screaming at the TV. Bruins beat them in overtime. But like, dude, so fucking Canadian.
Yeah.
Dude, like, the only thing that they didn't have going for them was like they didn't smell like maple syrup. So like I guess that's the only thing. Super polite. Everybody was super nice. I got to meet this guy named Steve. Check out the Devil's Latex on Instagram if you haven't. He made me that Raphael head back there. I
Okay.
met Steve for the first time, and dude fucking rules. Like, through and through. Super, super nice guy. He's going to be at Niagara Falls Comic Con, so we're going to hang out when we go out to that next month. But, man, like, Devil's Latex is some crazy shit. He's so good at his stuff. We're going to
Nice.
commission him to do something fun for us here soon. So, that's super fun. Yeah, what'd you do last weekend, Steven?
Mm, move my room.
There you did. There, look, see it?
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what I
So
did.
we never did find out why you moved your room.
Well, because I'm gonna make the downstairs a playroom for the kids.
Oh,
So, and this is slightly bigger, so it kind of worked out. I just
okay.
need to organize it better.
I asked you 3 times in text message, and you never answered me.
I thought I did. It's been
Nope,
busy.
nope, nope. That's cool. You got to move your room. You get to remove things. It's kind of nice to put stuff back up because you kind of refine that fun in your shit
Yeah.
instead of just staring at it all the time. But then you also have to be like, I have to move all this shit. It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my lord.
That's
Yeah,
why
it
I'm not
sucks.
done.
Yeah, it's the
So,
worst.
yeah, and it really is the worst.
Besides that,
Um,
I went to Portsmouth MiniCon 2 weeks ago.
yep.
Kind of been wanting to talk about that a little bit, but the more I think about it, it's like, what do you talk about? So I guess I'm just going to share some fun stories from it for people that couldn't make it.
Like
First,
me.
first things. So I don't know if she watches this, but there's this. Whenever I meet people, I never want to be a fucking weirdo, right? But I've gotten to that point in my life where I either assume somebody but don't want to make a statement because I don't want to look like a douche, or have to take like that weird like awkward way out. So shout out to one of our group members, huge supporter of Bull Airs, Kathy Warren. On Facebook, it's Kathy Kate Warren. She was there Friday night at the event. So like we got there late because we had to drive 6.5 hours, and we had to set up real fast. And she was like, I show up, first person I fucking see like after I think we set up is her, and she's like, hey, I need awesome, I need you to sign something for me, and I just go, who are you? Like straight up, like in my brain, like it was like a fucking movie. I was like, who are you? And I felt so fucking rude about it because I thought it was her. But like I don't creep her profile, so I know what she looked like. I just knew the name, but I knew she
Right.
was gonna be there. So like I was trying to put things together, but she's like, oh, I'm Kathy. I'm like, oh, cool. I got something for you. And I actually ended up going out to my van, the van. I don't have a van, but the van we drove, and I had pizza swooshes, the Velcros, because she got bad ones. And I saw an email the morning we were driving. That morning we were driving out. I ran back into the office, pitch black in the fucking office with my flashlight, grabbed her pizza swooshes and brought them with me. And I was like, I got something for you. So I grabbed her those, and then she had said on a comment section, she was like, she wanted one of those sewer lids that I had made for the diorama, and I brought her the prototype. And I was like, hey, here you go. Here's a gift. It's a prototype. It's not finished, but like, this is what I came up with. And she was super hyped on that. So a huge shout out to Kathy for that. She wore the sewer stompers, wore the fucking 84 jacket, straight up decked out in all Bull Airs gear. A lot of people were, which was incredible. And it was awesome, man. Like, I just have great stories from people I met. I'd love to just kind of share with the community. And hope that not everybody expects these favors every time.
Wow. You're finding yourself up over there.
Yeah, well, I love doing favors, but sometimes they're a pain in the ass. Danny, Cordela, I think that's how you pronounce it. I've never Cordela, Danny. I don't know. We fucking talk to him all the time. He had last Ronin shoes that he bought from us, and he was on a mission to get them signed by everybody. So Ben Bishop signed them. Aaron Hazori signed them. He wanted people like worked on Last Ronin to sign them. Even though Aaron didn't, he still wanted Aaron to do it because he loves Aaron's artwork, so he wanted to sign it. So anyway, like I'm on it. Dave, the TMNT collector's on it. Tom's on it. Ben Bishop, Kevin, Eric Henson, Jim Lawson. I didn't get Eric Talbot, which I should have, but I don't think Eric did anything for it. Steve Levine's on it, right? So those were like my mission. Fucking first day, I sent him a photo of me with his shoe. I think I was holding the shoe or something. I don't remember. But anyway, I got Pete to sign it, and he had no
Oh, very
idea. And I made sure Pete signed the side that I did. So the
nice.
shoe. So Pete and I are on the same shoe. So that was really special for him. David Soto from the Sewer Batch. If you're not familiar with the Sewer Batch, Puerto Rico, it's our brother chapter in Puerto Rico. It's so weird to think about. Like that's a joke, but like Sewer Batch, I feel like are connected to the Party Wagon at this point, but they're the Puerto Rican community down there holding shit down. David's a homie, and David was there, and David had asked me, Gary, do I do Granite State or do I do Portsmouth? And I said, listen, man, Portsmouth 40 is going to be huge. And they made a huge announcement. Peter's not going to be here. We're telling you Peter's not going to be here. Ralph is like friends with all of them. Peter was going to be there. And I told David, I'm telling you, man, don't miss it. You're going to want to come up. So he did. Of course, Pete was there. He had his comic. He had Kevin sign it. He's in line for Pete to sign it. And Pete says, I'm done for the day. And he leaves after like 4.5 hours. I think David was in the line for 2 hours maybe. And it was bad to like get these. Everybody wanted to get signatures from Pete. And I said, and he was so bummed. I just saw it, and I was like, give me your comic. I know you're leaving because he was going back to Puerto Rico Sunday. Give me your comic. I'll take care of it tomorrow if I can. And I did. I have it downstairs. It's being mailed out tomorrow. I got Pete. I had Pete sign it for him, and he's like super thankful. So
Wow.
now he's got it signed, and you can't ask for anything because I got Pete to sign something for you last time
Yeah.
I was with him. So, even better shout out to D and Steve Levine, great friends of ours. We launched the Steve Levine signature shoe for that event and it did very well. To our expectations, we were happy. And Denise always gets stuff ready for me. Denise D always takes care of that. You just slip her something, she goes, I'll take care of it, and Pete signs it for you, and it's really cool. So super special, super awesome. Everybody was hyped that he was there both days. It was just a very special thing. A lot of people had reached out and were like, hey, he's not looking good. I'm scared he's not going to make it to Granite, which is understandable. We don't know what his health is. No one's going to ask. It's rude, but he does look like he's getting older. And with all of us, time's not on our side. So if you can get out to any convention, just if you want to meet Pete, he's a very kind soul. If you have the opportunity at Granite State this year in September, if he makes it, booking it just for the opportunity to possibly see him is worth it. So that's really fun. Saturday, we went out to dinner. So there's like a place that was right around the corner called Patty's. And there's a secret back room, which was hilarious. Like they have this huge restaurant, bar, pool room. You have to walk through like half of like the kitchen to get to this back room. That's like a separate like banquet area. And that's where they had a little buffet for it was called the Creators Dinner. So we were all there, and there's like tacos and shit. And Kevin Eastman was like not feeling tacos and left dinner early to go back to his hotel room to order Domino's. And I was like, this is so on brand, which is so funny to me.
That is fun. Oh, very funny.
Yeah, so
It's craving pizza.
dude, Kevin wanted some pizza. So it was just cool, man. We brought David, Soto back there. I met someone that we had I know from Instagram named Mike. Mad for TMNT is his name on Instagram. He was out with his brother. I awkwardly brought them into the back room to meet people, and then just kind of like went back to my table, and they were kind of like awkwardly standing to the side. I didn't know how to like integrate them in with people because nobody knew who they were, so I felt fucking awful, and I apologized a trillion times after the fact. And it was like, it was cool that they were there, but I wish I could have been a little more hospitable in that fact.
Yeah,
But
you try to do the good thing for them.
yeah, it's
so.
like not, like he's a fan, and him and I are no different. As people, I'm not a fucking creator. I mean, I'm a creator of some things, but I'm not like a Turtles creator. I'm just a person in the community at that point. But like, you have the ability to bring someone in the back, in the room with like Kevin and Steve and Jim and Eric and, everybody. Like, it's just really cool, like, to become part of that. Like, there are just people. Yeah, like Jim and Kathy were hoarding the Andes candies, which was what stole them all. But it's funny as hell. But yeah, no, it was just wonderful. Man, the stories were just great from the event. There's awesome people. I met some cool people. Brian Van Hooker, Turtle Tracks podcast was there. I finally met Ken Mitroni, who did a lot of the Archie comic stuff, like known for his Slash, a lot of the Archie's adventures, Turtle Adventures, Archie stuff, Mighty Mutanimals. Ken is awesome. We connected immediately. I had to watch. I had to bodyguard his table while he ate lunch. him and Aaron, so no one stole shit. But it was great. There's one complaint that Ralph highlighted on Facebook. If you follow the Portsmouth Minicon, check it out. Ralph had a comment where someone was mad that her and her husband and kid wasted their money, because this wasn't a cheap convention, at this convention because there weren't enough guests. Right?
What?
So really is the synopsis is they were mad that it was all Ninja Turtles and there wasn't anything else. And they gave examples like where they've gone to conventions and XYZ were there. So this person definitely came to the wrong convention.
Yeah.
The positive is without disrespect to anybody else ever doing conventions, it was a Turtles convention with all the fat trimmed. You walked into these 3 rooms. There's a tent, a cellar room, which only had 3 people in it, 3 vendors, and then our room, which was like they called it the Mirage room. And you walked in, everybody's there. As soon as you walk in, Bull Ayers, Eric, Steve, Pete, Kevin, Jim, Aaron, Brian, everybody is there. Like, right there. Dan Berger was there. Like everybody. All these great fucking artists were like right there. You just walk right up and talk to them. You didn't have to go 13 tables past someone selling fucking pixel bead art to talk to somebody. And it was really cool. It was so private. It was so small. It wasn't like giant. So I think at one point, I think they had like 300 and something people, or no, 200 people in a room, 250. I think their cap was 320. So think about that size. That's how big it was.
That's for sure a lot.
Yeah. So it was so awesome. It was special. We got reached out to, I think it was Wood something museum there locally, and they have a Turtles exhibit that they're doing, and they want us, Bull Ayers, to see if we can donate something. And to be like as a part of the Turtles community. So we're gonna do Tom and I have decided it's not 1,000%, but like we're probably gonna do it. The Super Stompers prototypes that we did, and we're gonna donate those. They're not Ninja Turtle shoes, but people see them as that, so we want probably gonna end up donating those as a permanent fixture. Like we're just gonna give them to them. So I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
So really stick at the Paramount. They don't want us in the community.
Well, hopefully that changes soon.
Yeah. So I know there's more stories, but it was really fun. Huge shout out to everybody I met that maybe I forgot your name. We took photos. Ron Spalding and a couple other guys. I think it was Eric. Eric helped, and a couple other dudes helped us actually pack up and leave, because we had a 5.5 hour drive back home, and the con ended at 6 on a fucking Sunday. So like we started packing up at 5 so we can get out at 6 to get home as fast as possible. And they helped us. Like it was a second floor thing. We had big shit we had to bring. It was a lot. We were a fucking force to be reckoned with at that convention. And being able to like get everything back downstairs into the van as fast as we did, those guys saved our fucking lives, saved my back, because I had to bring it all up myself, and it sucked.
It was time to help you.
He was setting it up as I brought it up. So
okay,
yeah, because we were technically late because the con like opened at 5. We didn't get there till 6 on a Friday. Like VIP got in early, so we were just busting our ass to get in there as fast as possible. So
okay.
Yeah, those guys were fucking lifesavers. So if you're watching this, like, you don't even know the conversation Tom and I had on the way home of how thankful we were. You don't even understand what that meant to us. So I appreciate that. I think Tom threw him like a T-shirt or some shit for helping.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was fun. It was great. I had a lot of fun with that.
Good. Definitely sounded like you had a good time.
it was a lot of work. But I did have a good time. They're life experiences you never forget, but at the same time, you're fucking working 18 hours and
Yeah.
driving. You are exhausted by the time you're done. So
Yeah.
it's not easy. It's very hard. But I loved it. It was great. So that's what I've been up to.
Good.
Fuck you up to?
Nothing.
Being a dad?
Pretty much. As my other shirt said, whoever watched Super Dad.
Yeah.
Because remember, I had the Super Dad shirt. So,
Hey man,
but yeah.
d-
Um,
I envy a quieter life.
and yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not quiet with kids, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah,
it's nice to just fucking wake up, go to work, come home, go to sleep, and like know that's your next month of life. It's like it's nice.
hmm Tell me about it. Um, so one thing I did want to bring up, I think we talked about this on our last episode though, is I literally can't wait for the Bebop and Rocksteady tune figures. Um, Vacation
Vacations?
one. So
Yeah, I brought those up a little bit to Aaron. We talked about it a little bit, kind of like about any kind of leaks, anything like to expect. He had said that those have been in the works for a long time. So a lot of these releases are like 2 years ago. They started them.
here's the thing. Yes, I am definitely excited about them, but I want new characters.
Yeah, we used to listen what Man Ray Fillet, technically in the cartoon,
Lord
Tempestra.
Drag. Yeah.
Um, we're missing some things. Oh, I guess like we'll bring up during the convention. Aaron brought Mirage Rat King to give to
Yeah.
Jim. So
It is a sick figure.
yeah, big shout out to Aaron and Trevor because I believe I would assume it was both their ideas. But for those who don't know, I had to get Jim, the Jim Lawson 4-pack because he didn't get one. He wasn't involved in it, but like it was kind of a respect thing. Like that was his
Right.
art brought to life. Trevor was fucking awesome about it. I think Trevor was like, "What? He didn't get one? Yeah, I'll hook you guys up." So he sent it to me for Jim, and that's how Jim and I became friends. So huge shout out to them for bringing that Rat King, it's making its rounds in the groups. Those photos, and
Yeah.
it was super cool. I didn't see it while I was there.
What?
I didn't even know that happened. That's how busy I
I made
was.
a point to go see it somehow.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. What do you want?
Is your podcast tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We Aaron brought the Triceraton prototype or hard copy, just all gray, and gifted that to Pete while we were there, and that was really
Okay.
cool. So there's some photos floating around the internet of a Triceraton that's all gray. So that was a gift to Pete, and Pete was really excited about it. I showed him his shoes. His shoes showed up today, so I got to mail those out next week. We have a photo shoot with them tomorrow. So hopefully everybody gets to see Pete's shoes soon. I did only one pair, only one.
Did you
Didn't
get
even
the
do.
accessories for him finally?
Yeah, I got them. Yeah, I bought them from I think Leo Bear in the group
Okay.
had a fucking like sick price. I think he sold it to me for like $35 shipped for the whole
Okay.
thing. And I don't know if Trevor watches this. I know he said he checked it out a while back. I don't know if he still watches it or whatever. But like Trevor, thank you for offering to just send me the shit for free. I just didn't want to take you up on the deal. He's like, "Oh, we got him hanging around the office. Just let me know and I'll send him to you." And I'm like, I don't want to ask. It's just
Right.
weird to me. And I got another Triceraton to fuck around with, so whatever.
There you go.
We do have more Triceratons coming in the Mirage line. That's cool.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so if you don't know that, now you know. We got
And
some
then,
army builders, big boys.
yeah. Yeah, I don't have room.
They're fucking big, man. I'll buy two, one for each side, right and left, right behind Zog. But yeah. So that's for toys. Any more toy news? We always talk about toy news, but we gotta start covering more shit,
Um,
like comics. There's comics coming out. You get your free comic book day comic
I didn't get that. No.
with the Night Watcher Raphael, which is the throwback to the '07 movie, which is super sick. I got it. Haven't read it yet. Really excited for it. Black, White, and Green was something that just dropped. I haven't been able to make it out to my local shop, but covers are looking fucking sick. Really hyped on those. So if
I
you're
can't
not,
wait for the Saturday morning adventures to come out. The Multiverse Turtles.
yeah, there's that new one coming soon. Yep. Kevin just showed off his issue #1 of I think the reboot of the IDW, which just ended at 150 or something. They're like redoing. I don't know how they're doing it, but Kevin just showed off that cover. That was pretty cool. But that's about all I know with comics, man. I read The Last Ronin. I don't really know much. Super 7 updates. Talk about some toys. We got Series 10 finally shipping this month to them. And then Series 11 in September. And then Series 7 shipping in like August or July or something, they said. That Series 7 is never coming.
I don't follow the Super 7 garbage.
Man, the Super 7, like Series 7 of the Turtles line was like Punk Rocker Donnie, Gorilla, Warrior, Metal Mikey, which is the fucking repaint of Metalhead. And I think it was like Robo Rocksteady was that line?
Yeah.
Series 7. We already have 8 and 9. 7's still not out.
And
Everybody
then,
wants it.
they're supposed to release the '03 line, and Hatter thinks it's bullshit.
Well, they're showing
joints or
off
something.
the '03 line end of this month or early next. They said they're showing it off like soon. They said either end of this month or end of June. But they added double joint articulation. That's what old Brian said. We'll see.
Still garbage.
His reasoning behind it, I believe Hatter did bring up, and that was weird. Like, because that's how people remembered them. Like, they weren't at all. They were even less articulated, it felt like, than the original stuff. So they're pretty bad. Damn, I feel like I'm just out of things to talk about at this point.
Yeah, same here.
Shit. I thought there was something else on the old noodle to talk about.
Yeah, I have
Anybody?
nothing.
No, you're
What?
no. I said anybody. Like we're doing this live.
Yeah,
It was a joke. Man, I don't know. Well, you know what I'll talk about, and this will be like, I guess this will be a sneak peek for anybody who follows me in the old business world. Back in July, I did a shoe design. I called it the Pizza Delivery Boy. You've seen it.
Yep.
And I thought it was cool. It's fun. I just did it. I was working on Bull Airs Originals, and I was like, you know, this is really cool. And then I'm like, you know what? This could be a really cool Ernie Reyes Jr. shoe in an homage to Keno. Cool. I was excited. And I reached out to him, I think October. He was like, yo, this is awesome. I'd be down to do this. We'll do a collaboration piece. Cool. There's a lot of business legalities go behind it with the contract and stuff. But then he just stopped responding. And he does the Adidas thing, where Bait. He did it with Bait, which was super cool. The actual reasoning he did it with Bait with Francois. Francois told us, and that was really cool. I think it had to do with like their ethnicity and the company owned. It was like a favor type thing. Whatever. I'm gonna go into that a little bit more. I want to talk about this. Is a good spice thing. Let's talk about. So anyway, we released the Steve Levine shoe, and then out of nowhere, the next day he's emails us like 2 weeks ago, and he's like, "Hey, still want to do that shoe?" Okay, cool. Gives me his phone number.
Okay.
Wants to talk to me. So I talked to him. So I have his phone number. So we shoot the shit. Super cool, super on board. Tom redesigns the shoe a little bit. Nothing too crazy. You know, adds the Tom Bowman flair. Sends it to me, and I send it to Ernie. Ernie doesn't like it. It's too much. And I'm like, I get it, man. It's fine. Sent it back as I told Tom what happened. Tom was not happy. We'll leave it at that. And now Tom wants to work with him instead of me. And he has not spoken to us since. Emails, text messages, nothing. We've already paid for, and the video is already done for the shoe. Like, the video to announce the shoe, because Ernie wanted it done so that we can possibly have them in hand so people can wear them to San Diego Comic-Con. So we fast-tracked everything. Even got it in the production as a sample. Haven't heard a word from him. And I don't want to air out dirty business. I don't know if he's a busy guy. I don't know what it is. But it's just such a proud moment for me at my age. Like, hey, I have Ernie Reyes Jr.'s phone number. I did a shoe he really likes. He really wants to do something. Super cool. The fact that, like, there's no... I feel like it's dead in the water at this point. Salvageable, by the way. We're just going to remove his signature off the back if he doesn't want to do the business deal. But we're still going to release it probably next week. So if you're a Bull Airs fan...
Try messaging him again?
Yeah, I did. Oh. It is what it is, man. Like, he's a busy guy. I'm not going to push him. I respect his boundaries. I have his personal phone number. If he wants to talk to me, he'll talk to me. It's as simple as that. If he's not feeling comfortable with it, I'm not going to force him into feeling comfortable with anything. He said if he puts his name on it, he wants to make sure that it's not corny. He actually said cheesy without the pun. He said, don't mind the pun. And I said, I agree, man. Like, I'm not here to force you into anything. If you're comfortable with it, you're comfortable with it. Admittingly, we're going to sell just as many shoes of them with his name or without. To be fair. It's not going to be a big seller. It's a passion project. It's something fun we just wanted to do. And it's part of our Bull Airs Originals line now. So, something I came up with Tom, or we do kind of not pop culture themed shoes, but stuff that's really still like popping, and the pizza is the idea, and the pizza delivery with like the red and the white and the red and the off-white color scheme, employee of the month, hot pizza, like those are some little ideas, some little, homages there. Something we really wanted to do, man. And I'm just proud that it's like my second design to come out.
Yeah.
And I got a third. That's going to commission, but the guy saw it today and approved it, and he's like, this is fucking sick. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude. No help from Tom. So
nice.
That's a big thing. I'm not ready for the big leagues. Tom's still in charge, but he, he's been liking some of the stuff that I do, and I'm pretty hyped. So yeah, like that's my fun little story with that. Now, I will follow up with one thing I did hear. Assumption, based on verbiage, based on feedback, and this is going to piss a lot of people off, is we're pretty sure that Paramount wants to suppress our fandom and focus on only the new stuff to get new fans. I will leave it at that. I won't say any more details, but I want people that watch this to know it's not something to get super angry about. Don't go on this hate campaign. But with that in mind, let's continue to show our support that we're more relevant than the kids.
Yeah, we have the money.
We bought more Mutant Mayhem toys than the kids.
I don't think they understand that.
It's like you see the Mutant Mayhem merch doing so well. It's like, yeah, because all the adults are buying it. We're buying children's toys. Literally got one sitting right here. Like, we have so many of these stupid things. I got the fucking ornament here.
Yeah.
It's a good design. So that's like my little 2 cents on there. So people that care about that stuff, if you don't care,
that would be so dumb of Paramount.
Yeah, I mean, it would be silly, but to get us in 30, 40 years, they gotta cater to that.
I would agree, but I wonder if that's why they won't allow NECA to release the Turtle Van or the street scene.
Yeah, I don't know why. I say this every time. I can ask. I can get an answer. I can find out definitively. but I'm not. I'm just not. It's not because I own them. It's just because, like, if people know the truth, and the truth is they can't do it again, then they quit asking. But if they keep asking and the demand is there, then maybe someone will fucking listen.
Yeah.
If people stop talking about it, then it goes by the wayside. I'd rather people keep asking and keep it in the conversation. I want another Toon Street scene. I want another one. I've got 4 fucking street scenes. One of them's Toon. I'd love for another one. It'd be cool as hell. But I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to find out.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you, listeners. No, that's just the way I see it. There's a method behind my madness.
Cool.
All right. Well, I guess going into this with nothing on the plate, absolutely nothing to talk about. Didn't even review anything.
Nothing.
As we do, sometimes we talk about what we're going to talk about. Nothing today. Just jump
Oh.
in.
Oh. One thing I do want to talk about is the new Funkos are not ugly.
What are the new what?
Funko Pops.
There you go. Thank you. What about them?
They're not ugly. The new Ninja Turtle ones.
No, they're actually really cool. They're really cool. It sucks that they're cool because I don't want to buy them.
You're going to.
But I'm going to buy them. Slash with Baby Slash? That's cool.
Yeah. The one thing that bugs me about it is they have brown weapons.
Instead of like that weird orangish brown?
No, instead of like silver, and they're actually legitimate.
Well, they're Playmates. They're all there is Playmates.
Yeah, I know,
Turtles.
but it doesn't say Playmates anywhere. They're copying.
No, but they are. There's the Playmates colorway. You're gonna get brown. You're gonna get all brown.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I wish they were legitimately the right colors.
Nah, we already.
But they are ugly. I mean, I'm sorry, they're not ugly. They're actually pretty good.
They are ugly.
No.
No, they're really cool. Someone had said something about the face. Oh, someone in the comments, they're like, I mean, at least Funko could get the fucking facial expressions right. Meanwhile, Playmates
can't even. Right.
Fucking idiots, man. Holy shit. Who runs Playmates? Like 3? Is it less people than Bull Airs? Is it 4 people? Jesus Christ. Yeah, let me wrap it up with a couple of things. So you, not Turtles related, but of course Tom's fucking messaging me. Not Turtles related, but there's a new Biker Mice from Mars finally like coming out. They showed it off. It's called the Biker Mice from Mars Toxic Earth. You're not going to be able to see it, but there's the logo on my screen, which is insanely fun. In case you didn't know, Bull Airs has the license. You're not going to be able to see that either, but boom, there's a nice little logo. That is a Bull Airs original logo with help from Turbo Pork. Guess what? You can't see it because it's just white. Haha. Because the camera can't pick it up. But we got some shoes and some clothing coming, officially licensed with Nacelle. So
very cool.
That's not a secret. Everybody's known that because we fucking have it on our signage. Always also doing Cowboys Moo Mesa.
Wow.
Yeah, and here's a sneak peek. This happened today. This is a weird one. This is a fucking weird one. Might end up with the Samurai Pizza Cats license.
That is weird.
So me and the other 4 fans of Samurai Pizza Cats in the world will be stoked.
Very cool.
Hopefully I'm not overdoing it on that one. I'm not saying we have it, but it's in the conversation. So if anybody cares about us getting those niche brands, we're doing it. We're bringing that shit back to life.
Cool.
Do you even know what Samurai Pizza Cats is? It's a Japanese anime that Saban adapted over into the US in like 90 to 91 or some shit. It's 3 like fucking pizza cats. They're cats with like helmets and shit. They look like kind of like cyborgs, almost like Mega Man-esque. Called Samurai Pizza Cats. They're also, don't be confused with SWAT cats, who were a bunch of bootlicking fucking airplane pilots.
I'll try not to be confused.
Do you not know the anthropomorphic animals of the 80s and 90s, Steven?
No, sorry.
Biker Mice from Mars, the Cowboys Moo Mesa, fucking, I was gonna say Big Bad Beetleborgs, but those were real people. Yeah, dude, there's so many of them.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Man, fucking failing at childhood.
Mm.
There's a lot. But anyway, that's what we got for you this week. Sorry we missed you last week. We're not going to skip. Well, we're going to skip next week because I guess we're on a new 2-week schedule. So
Yeah,
nothing's really happening. And my fucking birthday, I think, is next week. So fuck y'all. I'm going
maybe. Yeah.
to enjoy my week.
There you go.
So yeah, that's it. Next episode, we'll figure out something to talk about. Maybe it's not just toys. I don't know. It's what our fucking lives are around. So,
Yep, we'll figure it
Steven,
out.
anything to close it out for the young folks at home listening that care about our bickering and bantering?
Have fun and enjoy Ninja Turtles.
No. If you're in the New York area, Albany this week, Heroes Hideout, be sure to go hang out and meet my good friend Renee. Renee Jacobs is going to be there, voice of April O'Neil, doing signatures and stuff. That will be May 11th at Heroes Hideout in Albany, New York. So go there.
Go.
I'm not allowed to go. I got to go to a fucking food truck battle with April. Food.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. I'll catch y'all later. Stay out of trouble.
See ya.